Greetings, everybody. It's Shelly being the Empowered Oracle. I hope you guys are doing wonderful wherever you are in the world. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Thank you guys so much. So I'm here, collective, to give you guys a message. This is for all signs. This is another collective message that I was encouraged and drawn to give from Divine Source. I had to take my bracelets off, a couple of them off because they were making too much noise. So yeah, the download that I got for the collective was an energy in a message I was hearing that at this time the collective could be feeling really drained and not really knowing where the source is, because I'm getting that the source is not for maybe half of the collective, maybe a 50-50 thing here. Maybe half of the collective is experiencing draining, energy draining, or even energy siphoning from, people that you're surrounded by, or just, your workplaces, maybe your family, friends, associates, the external people. But this message is the brunt of the message is for everybody, but there's also an emphasis of being mindful of where the collective, where we're placing our energies, where our energy is going, because a lot of the collective may be feeling and thinking that the low energy is coming from people that they're surrounded by, which that could be the case for some of you guys. And that could be, definitely a contributing factor. But the other biggest thing I'm hearing is that a lot of it is actually also coming from social media, other forces or other external things that are non-human, basically. So to be mindful that whenever your energy is low, or you've been feeling really drained and your energy is being siphoned, or you're just feeling like your energy is just, you don't have that energy like you did before, and you're struggling with on an energetic level, Divine Source is saying that it's just not people. To be mindful that it's just not people. It could be things that you guys are overindulging in. It could be things that we're watching. It could be, again, I'm getting the biggest emphasis is social media. Because at this time, a lot of the, I guess, light workers, we can call you guys light workers if you want. I don't know. I feel like a lot of the work that we do, I like to refer to people such as myself who are doing this kind of work. I say spiritual work or divine evolution work, DEW, okay? Divine evolution work. Those of us that are doing divine evolution work and or spiritual work, we are definitely more susceptible to the external energies going on out there. And with the kind of world that we're living in today, we all know that the energy is that much more dense than it used to be. It's very heavy, it's very dense, it's very dark. It almost feels like the dark has taken over the light, but no, that's not the case, but it does feel that way on an energetic level. So I'm being told by Divine Source that a lot of the energy drainage that we are feeling as a collective is not all people. It has a lot to do with the things that we're indulging in or overindulging in. i.e. social media. So with that being said, let's see what messages we have from Divine Source. Holy Divine Spirit, what other messages? Let's check into the current energy of the collective. What's the current energy for the collective? Divine Spirit, please. Oh, wow. I hope you guys saw that, the way that card just flew out. We have appreciation that came out in the reverse, and that thing flew out. Divine Spirit, Holy Divine Spirit, what are the current energies for the collective at this time? Please and thank you. Okay, I'm being told to take these. Fourth chakra, fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael in the reverse. And storm warning in the reverse. Interesting. And then at the bottom of the deck here, we have first chakra, Archangel Michael, at the bottom of the deck in the upright. And it's funny because when I was trying to find the decks to use, because I'm always divinely guided to the decks that I use in my readings. And I kept hearing Archangel Michael deck. And so I have an Archangel Michael deck here. So lo and behold, here's Archangel Michael in the upright. So with this, I'm getting that the collective is being encouraged to really be grounded and centered at this time. Whatever you have to do to be grounded and centered, whether it's going outside, walking barefoot, going in the ocean, at the beach, the water, being around water, even in your home, sitting in a quiet place with your eyes closed, sitting on the floor if you can, listening to grounding music or meditation. Okay, so storm warning in the reverse, fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael in the reverse, and appreciation in reverse. Okay, so all these cards came out in the reverse. So appreciation in the reverse is talking about, thank you. Sorry, when I say thank you, and I'm kind of speaking to my guides. So sorry about that. You may hear me go in and out at times, but appreciation in the reverse speaks about the collective being in the energy of not really appreciating, not taking the time, I should say, to appreciate the moment, the present moment. Okay. The collective is struggling with just focusing on being in the present moment. I feel like a lot of the collective is either focusing too much in the future or too much in the past. And I feel like I got this message before, not too long ago when I did a collective. I'm not sure, but it feels familiar. But with the appreciation in the reverse, it does talk about an energy of not appreciating the present moment, not appreciating the here and the now. Okay. And I'm also hearing, and with this card too being in reverse, I'm also getting an energy of maybe a little bit of impatience, struggling with impatience. All right. The fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael, the fourth chakra talks about the heart chakra, the heart space. So with it being in reverse, this is definitely saying that the collective is also needing to work on your heart space. The heart space needs to be focused on. That's one of the things that needs to be focused on. The heart space, opening your heart up, releasing the things that create blockages in your heart space. When you have a blockage in your heart space, it's difficult for the universe to send you the things that you're trying to manifest. It's also difficult for those of you guys who are wanting to have a divine partner or looking for a relationship, a healthy relationship. That also delays and blocks that particular person, your person, from coming through when it's in reverse. It just talks about a blocked heart space. There are different ways that you can work on your heart space and releasing those things that create that blockage through meditation, again, through grounding in your root chakra, through grounding and centering modalities and practices. And also too, loving on yourself. Loving on yourself is very important as well in order to soothe and heal the heart chakra in the heart space. Being more connected to your heart space collective is very important at this time. That's one of the things that should be a priority in terms of focus. That's one of the things that you should be putting your energy into. And then with the storm warning that came out in reverse, for me, the storm card typically reminds me and gives me the tower energy, the tower card in traditional tarot. The storm warning for me is pretty much the same, where it talks about upheaval, something unexpected happening that may cause chaos, conflict, maybe even hardship, but something that just creates maybe even like a crash out kind of moment, like an emotional crash out type of moment. But it came out in reverse. So I'm hearing that at this time, some of you guys have avoided a tower moment. You've avoided a situation that you could have gotten yourself into that would have created a crash out moment, maybe a devastating moment, conflict, upheaval, a very emotional situation that you guys have avoided for some of you guys. I feel like it's based on a decision that some of you guys might have been trying to figure out or think about with the storm warning in reverse. Okay, dodging a bullet is what I'm hearing. Some of you guys have dodged a bullet. Now, what I meant to say in the beginning of my reading, guys, is this is a collective reading, and that means it involves everybody of any sign. And if you're here on my channel looking at this video, it's not by coincidence. You were guided here. Nothing that I do is by coincidence. Nothing that I say is by coincidence. That's how me and my guides work. That's how it is. I don't believe in the word coincidence, and I know that there are other spiritual workers, light workers, divine evolution workers that agree or feel the same way, and I am just one of them. So that's the current energy that some of you guys are in at this time, collective. You need to work on the heart space because it is blocking love that wants to come towards you. This could be any kind of love. This could be friendship love, platonic love. This could be fondness from career aspects, career like your coworkers, your colleagues. There's a fondness from your career colleagues or coworkers that wants to come through. This could also be blocking romantic relationships that you are maybe trying to manifest for yourself, collective. So what I'm seeing here with the appreciation being in the reverse, and the fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael card being in the reverse, there's heart work that you guys need to do, heart chakra work. And working on appreciating being in the moment, being in the here and now. And appreciation and gratitude are like, it's a thin line between those two. So I'm also hearing having gratitude of where you already are in this life, where you are in this present moment. Not overthinking and being overfocused about the future. Not overthinking and being overfocused about the past. But being focused on the present, taking in the present moment, in the here and now, and doing things to love on yourself in the meantime. Also, what could help heal your heart and help unblock that heart chakra space that needs to move and that needs to be release some stagnant energy, maybe some sadness energy, maybe some anger energy, maybe some resentment energy, maybe some unforgiveness energy. Yeah, definitely unforgiveness I'm hearing. Is connecting with Archangel Raphael. Archangel Raphael is a divine angel that focuses on health, emotional health, physical health, and the heart space, in the heart chakra. So, what else, Holy Divine Spirit? Let me check in with this Angel Tarot card deck, which, by the way, I only take this particular deck in the upright. Holy Divine Spirit, what else do you want the collective to know at this particular time? Please and thank you. And also, too, for some of you guys, I am getting the energy of, with this storm warning being in the reverse, I'm getting that some of you guys have come out of a tower moment. Or, thank you, Spirit, I'm hearing, or have or will be gradually coming out of a tower moment. So something could have already happened that was a tower moment for you, or that was a storm situation for you. It could be anywhere in your life. It could be money, finances, work, lovers, home, relatives, debt. It could be anything. But I'm hearing that with the storm warning card being in reverse, it also applies to some of you guys that are coming out of a bad time, coming out of a storm. Thank you, Spirit. Coming out of a storm. You guys are finally coming out of a storm. I love that. What else do you have for collective at this time? Holy Spirit, please and thank you. Wow. A King of Wands. I like that. Well, sorry, King of Fire. I'm thinking about the traditional tarot because, you know, the fire is wands and wands are fire, blah, blah. But King of Fire. King of Fire. Inspirational, charismatic, innovative. So there's a King of Fire energy. What's this King of Fire? Holy Spirit, is it a person coming the collective's way, or is it the King of Fire energy that the collective is starting to evolve into, or you are recommending that they evolve into the King of Fire energy? Holy Spirit, what is this King of Fire? Holy Spirit, please clarify the King of Fire. Seven of Fire. Wow, we got some serious wand fire energy going on. Okay, we got the Seven of Fire and the King of Fire. And it's funny because the Seven of Fire is right under the storm warning in reverse. King of Fire and Seven of Fire. So you guys have been, again, the Seven of Fire also emphasizes, and it definitely correlates with the storm warning in reverse, because I think I said before that you guys did something where you were, I guess you would try to decide something, or for some of you guys, you dodged a bullet that would have been a tower moment, or that would have been a storm heading your way. There was something that you did that changed that fate, or that changed that energy, where you dodged a bullet, you avoided well, not avoided, but avoided. You avoided some type of potentially bad situation, or I should say negative situation, or chaotic or conflict situation. You avoided it. You dodged a bullet. And with the Seven of Fire in the upright, you guys had your guard up. You put your boundaries up. You had your boundaries up. So that's great. You had your boundaries up. In whatever situation was about to come your way, it was some type of challenge, but you put some kind of boundary up. So the King of Fire, wow, this just flew. Hold on, guys. Guess what just flew? The Lovers. Okay, so the Lovers, guys, it talks about relationships, emotions, and choices. So I did just talk about you guys making some type of decisions on something where you could have found yourself in a tower moment, in a chaotic situation, or something that could have caused conflict, but something that you did differently, you were able to avoid that. And with the Lovers here, with the Lovers coming out, for me, this also speaks to, again, choices. Depending on the cards around the other cards around the Lovers card, sometimes it can mean choices, sometimes it can be relationships, and literal lovers. Okay, so but I'm actually getting an energy of both. That this Lovers card talks about choices that you guys have made or will make. And I'm also getting the energy of actual lovers, as in relationship. So this could have been related to a relationship, some of you guys, or if it hasn't happened, this could be in relation to an actual relationship with someone. An intimate relationship with someone. Interesting. We have the Release at the bottom of the deck. Endings, transformation, and freedom. What else? Holy Divine Spirit. What else about this King of Fire and Lovers? Holy Spirit, please and thank you. And release was determined to come out. It was on the bottom of the deck and it was determined to come out in the shuffle. So something did end. You guys could have made a choice to release some type of connection. We had the 9 of air. We had the anxiety, worry, sleeplessness. The 9 of air, though, with the anxiety, stress, sleeplessness, and worry, this has, I feel, more to do with being too focused on the future and being too focused on the past. It's causing a bit of angst for some of you guys. That's why there's, that appreciation that's in reverse. It's not allowing you to just enjoy the present moment. It's not allowing you to just be in the moment, to just be in the here and now and focus just being present. And it's also blocking your heart chakra, your heart space. Again, overindulgence and being too focused on things causes a mental and emotional imbalance and also eventually a physical imbalance. It causes an imbalance, period. There is polarity in this world. We all have to deal with polarity, the dark, the light, the negative, the positive. That's just how it be. It is what it is. But we are being called to be mindful that there needs to be a healthy balance in everything and anything that we do, anything and everything that we consume. And, there needs to be a balance. What else do you have for the collective, Holy Spirit? Please and thank you. I feel King of Fire also, especially with the 7 of Fire. This King of Fire, I'm hearing from Divine Source that you are also, yes, you're being called to be in your leadership energy. Thank you, Holy Spirit. To be in your leadership role, be in your leadership position, be in that leadership energy. It can be anywhere in your aspect of your life. Take the reins. Take initiative. Take charge. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Take charge of your life. Be in that King of Wands or King of Fire energy. The King of Fire energy in the upright. The King of Fire is someone who, again, takes charge, takes initiative, is a go-getter, goes after what they want with confidence. And you can do all things, even if there's a possibility of maybe not succeeding. Okay. So that didn't work the first time, try again. Or, okay, that didn't work that way. Let me find another way. Someone basically who goes after what they want and doesn't allow failures or anything like that to stop them from getting what they want in life. They just keep it moving and they don't give up on themselves. They don't give up. They keep going. They fall. Okay. They treat the ailment or they treat the wound. They may give it a little bit of time. And then when it's healed up, okay, I'm going back out there. Let's do it again. That's the energy that Divine Source is encouraging you guys to have. What else for collective, Holy Spirit? Please and thank you. Queen of Water. So that would be like the Queen of Cups. Queen of Water. Yeah, what a gentle spirit, what a gentle energy that comes out in this reading. But don't get it twisted. I am being called to let you guys know, don't get it twisted about the Queen of Water or the Queen of Cups. Because oftentimes people do mistake the Queen of Water or Queen of Cups to be someone, they mistake their kindness and gentleness for weakness often. The Queen of Water can be it could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but just in general, but you can be any sign and still be in that Queen of Water energy and have that Queen of Water energy. But don't mistake this kind, gentle, compassionate, loving, nurturing, soft woman for a weak woman. Okay, I'm hearing from divine source that would be an epic mistake. Don't let the looks fool you. All right. So with that, there's the energy of being in that Queen of Water energy, just like there's a polarity here. I'm being called to say, okay, thank you, Spirit. So the King of Fire, there's a polarity going on here. Divine source is saying to embody, is encouraging you guys to embody different energies because you already have them within you, but to activate and pull up and pull out and activate those energies that are already within you as a divine being, just walking around in a human suit. So with the King of Fire, have that King of Fire energy, but also have that Queen of Water energy. The two can absolutely coexist. And they say fire and water are like a bad mix. It's almost like oil and water. I mean, oil and vinegar. No, not oil and vinegar. Oil and water, I think. Yes, the two energies can absolutely coexist, just like earth and air can coexist, just like fire and air can coexist, just like water and earth can coexist. All four of those energies or elements, fire, water, earth, and air, can absolutely harmoniously coexist within you. Okay, what else? Let me get a last message, Holy Divine Spirit, from this particular tarot deck that you want the collective to know at this time. Please and thank you, because I want to move on to these other couple of decks. And speak of Earth, we got the Queen of Earth at the bottom of this deck here. Oh, I love it. What just came out? Two of Earth. Balance. Absolutely. It talks about balancing, doing the balancing act. Balance, prioritization, and playfulness. Again, we can indulge in things, but we have to have a healthy balance with these things. And having a balance. So with social media, again, I got the biggest message I got in the beginning and even before I started recording was there's a lot of the collective, especially those of us who are spiritual workers, who are divine evolution workers, light workers, because we're extra sensitive to the external energies. And a lot of us are empaths, psychics, mediums. A lot of us have clairs going on, and we are a lot more sensitive than the average person walking around. So, especially us that do this type of work, we are being reminded, and it's being strongly recommended and emphasized that we retreat from social media, or at least cut back. Not retreat forever, of course, but just take a break from social media or cut back on social media significantly. But just knowing that we need to take these breaks at times from social media and other distractions out there in the world, that because those are the very things these days I'm hearing that are draining and siphoning our energies. Not necessarily the people that we are physically around or that we are physically connected to, but it's more so the external energies out there, especially the energies that operate through social media. So it's about having balance, being able to juggle life, but juggle with a healthy balance, and making sure that we are focusing our energies on the right things, or not the right things, but the things that give us energy, the things that support our energy, support our work, support our mind, body, souls, and spirits. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. I didn't mean to make this video so long, but it is what it is, guys. Sorry. Someone needs to hear it, and I don't mind being a divine channel and vessel. It's what I do. And I'm very grateful and blessed to be able to do so. What divine numbers do you have for the collective at this time? Please and thank you. Can I have another one for the collective? What's another divine number message you have for the collective at this time? Thank you. We got 505, finish line. It says reset, relaxation, unknown surrender, finish line, success, victory. It serves as a timely reminder that anything can be accomplished. If you can dream it, there is no reason you can't make it a reality. If something is in the possession of another person, it is also available to you. So try to remain calm. What's meant for you won't pass you by. Let go of tension. Yes, exactly. So 505 also could be meaningful or resonate with some of you guys. You could be seeing that number. Exactly. Finish line, reset, relaxation. What's meant for you won't pass you by, collective. Let go of the tension. Let go of worrying about the future. Let go of worrying about the what if, or, being so focused in the future and being in the present. Because what's for you won't pass you by. And then we have 777. It says inspired action, intuition, inspired action, beauty, art, socializing. Get some fresh air or call some of your pals over. Take a look around you. There is so much natural beauty waiting to be discovered. Either you will soon become involved in an exciting new project or you will go out on a date. Put your charisma to use everywhere. Spread your charm around. I like that. Okay. So again, I think I don't know. I may have mentioned, I know that the Lover's card that came out, I did mention that I felt a big energy that it had to also do with choices that you guys have been making lately or will be making or have made where you've been able to avoid some type of upheaval. But I think I also mentioned too that the King of Fire in the Lovers here, I was getting an energy where I did feel like it could be relationship energy here for some of you guys. And it's funny because the card 777 just mentioned, put your charisma to use everywhere. Spread your charm around. And the King of Fire here talks about inspirational, charismatic, and innovative. So we got charisma, charismatic in this card and also in the 777 card. So Divine Source is saying, guys, for some of you guys that are going to be meeting somebody new or going out on a date, as it said in the card, not only is the person that you're going to meet and go out with or get to know or connect with, not only is that person going to have natural charisma, but Divine Source is saying for you, collective, to tap into your charismatic energy. Because I'm hearing that society, that's an actual quality that some of you guys have naturally that you also need to bring up and activate. So 2 charismatic people are going to be meeting each other. I like that. And this person doesn't have to be it says King of Fire. So that would be like a Aries, Leo, or Sag. It doesn't have to be that fire sign. But again, they could just have that King of Fire energy. So it can be any sign. Or they could have those fire signs very heavy in the natal chart. So let's see what sacred destiny message we have for the collective, Holy Spirit, as we are beginning to close out. What sacred destiny oracle message do you have for the collective at this time? And check out my post, guys, that I posted last night from this deck. I posted, it's not a video, it's just a little post. I posted the oracle message that I got for the collective last night. It was a card that came out. I think it said blessings. I think it was a blessings card, but that was a message that I also got from Divine Source last night that I posted. And check out that message. We got courage. Yes. And that's exactly what that King of Fire energy embodies. That's also a quality that I left out. That's really strong with the fire energy, especially this King of Fire. Confidence and courage. So we got courage here that came out for you guys. And I'm going to read real quick what the courage message says for the collective. It says, step forward, throw your shoulders back, and stand up for yourself with passion. Speak up for those less fortunate. Be impeccable in all your actions. This isn't the time to be timid and pull back. Don't be limited by the beliefs of others. Use your passion to make a difference. Courage doesn't mean that you aren't afraid. Fearless means fear less. Acknowledge your fear and take action anyway. Make a stand. You are strong and powerful and have great valor within you. I love this message because it basically reiterates what I just said a while ago about the Seven of Fire energy and the King of Fire energy, about going out and doing what you got to do, even if it means that you have to do it again or it doesn't work. Just keep it moving, keep going, don't give up. Try again on another day, or do something different. And you having the Seven of Fire energy here, this is talking about standing up for yourself, taking action, standing up for yourself by having boundaries, standing up for yourself by saying, that doesn't work for me. Speaking your mind. Standing 10 toes down. Okay? So this is just more confirmation for this message from Divine Source. And lastly, we got the Archangel Michael deck. Archangel Michael, what is it that you want the collective to know at this time? Holy Divine Spirit, Holy Divine Archangel Michael, what do you want the collective to know as a last message as we close out this collective reading? Please and thank you. Wow, we have card number 41. Your loved ones are safe. Let go of your fear and worry for your loved ones. I am looking after them. I love that. For some of you guys who may have been worrying about your family, your friends, or just your loved ones, Archangel Michael is letting you know at this time to let your fears go, that your loved ones are safe. What else, Holy Archangel Michael, before we leave? Make a decision. Are you choosing to prioritize yourself or another in this situation? Accept divine guidance pointing you toward your own joy. You deserve it. Make a decision. Exactly. And again, there's that word, prioritizing. Two of Earth, balancing, prioritization, making a decision. Yes, I mentioned in the beginning that some of you guys have been making or trying to make a decision about something. And some of you guys made a decision that helped you, again, avoid some type of upheaval or conflict or tower moment. And lastly, what I see on the bottom of the deck, bam. Regain your focus. Trivial life matters are distracting you from your goals. Archangel Metatron and I are here to help you stay grounded. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, as I always say, people lie, but the cards don't lie, and energy does not lie. And my guides don't lie. So in the beginning, we talked about being over-focused on the future and being over-focused on the past and not being in the here and now and not appreciating the present moment. And that social media and all these other external factors that don't have necessarily to do with people around you are creating distractions and are siphoning your energy and are draining your energy. Archangel Michael is co-signing this by saying to regain your focus. So thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, my holy divine guides. Thank you, Holy Archangel Michael and Archangel Metatron, for coming through in getting this message through. I'm sorry it was long, but again, sorry but not sorry. You know, I was drawn to do this. When I am drawn to randomly just do a collective reading, that's what I do. So here I am. I do hope that you found the messages helpful, collective, and that something in here resonated for you. As always, guys, until the next upload, be well and be at peace. Ashe.